I feel like it's dark outside. I'm gonna go open my blinds. Let's go find out if it's dark outside. Super bright, but it's bright. All right. Looks like ES up about 1%. NASDAQ up about 1.75%. So we kind of survived last week. Hey, what's up, E-dubs? Tesla just chilling around whatever price that is. I don't want to give it much more space on my chart, but NASDAQ 1.65. Nickel getting wrecked? Yeah. 6%. Cool. Starbucks, they're doing pretty good. Lots of green on the chart today on the actionable list. Still choppy as all get out of our. Had the whole program closed for over a day. Still choppy. GBTC up about 6%. Yeah, everything kind of went back to green yesterday, apparently. At least late yesterday, whenever Sunday opened. What time is that? 4 o'clock Eastern time? A little before 4 o'clock? Yeah, market wasn't open when I turned my thing off, so. Amazon 1.77%. So still on the 50-day. On Friday, this undercut the 50-day, but the volume wasn't. The volume was actually the smallest of all, I think, all those days in the past week or so. So the sell-off likely did not mean as much. Sitting on the 50-day again, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, meant to click on Visa. Clicked on Tesla. We'll take a look. All right, just chilling. Tesla just chilling up here. AMD 1 point. It moved on me. Moved on me. Stop moving. Morning, Rob. It's like not doing much yet last week was a good thing. We'll see if this week's the same. There's AMD getting down to the 50-day moving average. Talked last week about Apple. Not quite to the 50-day. Did it get to the 50-day? Looks like it did get to the 50-day. I'll call that a hit. Got to the 50-day, bounced up decently. Not really too outrageously bullish though. Netflix back down towards the bottom part of this base it's been forming. ZTS. Nope, clicked on Manitowoc somehow. Can't. Too volatile this morning. Soxel 7%. Doesn't look like much, does it? That's a huge drop from 300 down to almost 200. Huge drop. Of course, that is a 3 times ETF for the chip sector. Nvidia 8%. My goodness. Still on the daily chart. Doesn't look like a tremendous amount. So we'll see. These ranges, while they look big on paper, you look them in comparison to every other range we've had in the past week or so, they look very normal. So not much good or bad going on here. RXI Soxel, Micron. You see a lot of chips up today for some reason. There's Micron and Nvidia up over 6% today. Wow, look at Micron overnight. Looks like it's going. What's going on with Micron? They figure out how to make chips yet? Up. Goldman Sachs upgrades into buy. Means you should sell. Match.com been pretty choppy lately. Let's see what you're doing. All right, down around your 50, still fairly choppy. Foot Locker up 2 more percent. Botched this trade. We had this fucker great right down here. And look at that hitting my target. Son of a bitch. Should have kept my options. The only one I should have kept. All the other ones. Well, yeah. I'll be down a little more on Amazon, NIO. Yeah, Foot Locker. Go Foot Locker. Great. A little bit too impatient on Foot Locker. It's really bucked the trend of the market this last week, though. So I can't be too mad at it. Well, I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at me, but you know what I mean. NetSpace, ABMD, Donkey Kong. That's Roku. It's not Donkey Kong. Where'd Donkey Kong go? Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong looking to fill out this IPO base. Stalled a little bit on Friday. Just underneath the prior high. The weekly chart. Don't quite have a handle yet for this cup. Yep. Basically a cup. BTC pop. Let's go take a look, B-dubs. I really haven't looked much at crypto yet today. Maybe there's something to do here. So 2.79%. Keep in mind a follow-through day is on the table now for Bitcoin, and that would mean a 5% pop. Daily volume is so far really good. Here's yesterday's volume on Sunday, and with was it 8, 9, 10 to 10 and a half hours left to go. Definitely going to have a pocket pivot. We just got to see if it's going to give us 5%. But yeah, it could be a reversal here for a lot of the crypto market. Looks like Ethereum's up 2%. Wrong power hour. You woke up really late, Ellie. Now, BW was mentioning BTC pop, and I saw that. I hadn't taken a gigantic look at it, though. But yeah, good day for Bitcoin. Looks like leading the market here today. We'll see if that's going to remain. Looks like NEO's up 3.5%. NVIDIA purchased ARM? No shit. That's why they're up so much? Wow. That's big. Oh, where's that at? I gotta see that. That is huge. How'd they even let that happen? Well, I think ARM's a foreign company. Merger Monday. That's right. Merger Monday. A disaster for Europe. Well, we don't want disaster for Europe. We want disaster for China. So go buy some Chinese company. All right. ARM CEO Herman Hauser openly criticized SoftBank sale of chipmaker Nvidia on Monday. Hauser claimed in an interview with Reuters SoftBank's decision to offload a stake in the semiconductor company was a disaster for Cambridge and Europe. Nvidia struck a $40 billion deal with ARM's Tokyo-based parent SoftBank on Sunday for the acquisition. It's the last European technology company with global relevance and is being sold to the Americans. Yeah, it's got to piss them off. Yeah. Well, up until about 3 or 3/4 years ago, we were on the same side. So, ARM CEO suggested British regulators should consider aiding ARM in listing its stock through an IPO on the London Stock Exchange. Trump's administration has been pushing to develop the semiconductor industry domestically amid increased trade tensions with China. Yeah, that we definitely should be doing that. ARM Holding generates revenues by licensing its technology to other companies who in turn use it to manufacture their products. Some of ARM's clients base include, Apple, Samsung, Qualcomm. Yeah, dude. ARM is massive. Absolutely massive. That's amazing. That's huge. And Nvidia to get them? Man, I don't know if that's just a good high margin, although Nvidia is a high margin business as it is, but man, ARM's business is super high margin. They don't even make anything. they just they just design and license. Yeah, I wonder how ARM Semiconductor like generally operates because yeah, it's super weird. Crazy. All in Nvidia. Yeah, not quite all in, but yeah, I don't know about all that, but it's man, that is a big plus for Nvidia. Let's go back. um, ARM Semiconductor. Wonder how much is that a strictly or so they bought? I don't know if they bought all of it or if they bought just part of it. Oh, to acquire ARM, so it's the whole damn thing. Damn! Wow. Oh, that's kind of neat. Side menu. They're going with side menus. Ellie, thoughts on the side menu? I kind of like it. It's kind of weird though. Product solutions, resources, company. Yeah, meh. Yeah, meh. It's not great. Modern slavery statement. Are they stating that they do modern slavery? At least they're honest about it. Um, doesn't look like they're publicly traded. I guess SoftBank was publicly traded. Support and training, resources, products. Oh, they're on the FTSE. Has a secondary listing on the NASDAQ. Where's that at? It's headquartered in San Jose. Oh, well, know your damn stock symbol. Okay, so revenue of 152, operating income of 24 billion in 2017. They keep these numbers up, don't they? It's only 3 years old. Parent SoftBank Group. Oh, so they are owned by SoftBank. So they won't tell us the listing on the NASDAQ. Oh, wow. They're on point with this fucking article, though. They can't tell us earnings but 3 years ago, but they're one day on the acquisition. So SoftBank's keeping 10% and Nvidia's buying the rest. Holy crap. That's crazy. All right, well, there's that for whatever that's worth. All right, cool. 1.89 for the Nasdaq right now. Nvidia looks like it's getting a little froggier. 8%. Soxel 7. Micron. Beyond Meat still chopping around this area, but definitely trying to move in the right direction. Side menus are for mobile. Really? You'd think hamburger menus would be for mobile. Oh, do they just pop out from the side? They're hidden most of the time. Maybe that's what you mean. This looks like a potential Head and Shoulders. What's the plan? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I think the market dodged a little bit of a bullet last week. Later, Rob. Um, I think we dodged a little bit of a bullet last week with the market not really going down any lower. But who's to say that that's all there's going to be in terms of the selling pressure? I do think we fucked up the Foot Locker trade quite substantially. Look at that, hit my target. Boom, right there. I'd basically be at max profit today. So we botched that. That's fun. Other than that, really not. I mean, the market's been up massive. We eclipsed the top of the range. Now we're under the range. So it's still don't do a whole lot time, I think. You know? I still think it's don't do a whole lot time right now. So I mean Tesla's holding up good. Amazon, around the 50. So we're just in this weird middle ground right now. I mean, I don't know what the future holds. Technically nothing's really changed macroeconomically. Yeah, accumulate stuff for cheaper. That's kind of what I was getting to, is that maybe that's a good course of action, but I don't know. I really like my profit I made. So I don't know if I want to go, risking a bunch of stuff. You could start taking small positions and in a few choice names, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a balls to the wall. We don't know what the next cycle is going to bring too. I guess that's another thing. Like we don't know if they're going to run clouds. We don't know if they're going to run, Amazon. We don't know if they're going to run, like we just don't know what they're going to run yet. Like DocuSign, that kind of ran for one day, but other than that hasn't. So you never thought you could lose my profits? That's funny. 2% for the Nasdaq. Things are still closed. Yeah, I mean, they could run retailers. I mean, you never know what they're going to run. They could be looking at the numbers, looking at the next cycle. I mean, Target had a huge number a couple weeks ago, and they've been holding up. They just came back and played with the underside of the gap right there. I mean, Target isn't known as a growth play, but this bitch was putting up like 30% numbers, which is crazy. And it's a physical store. They did have a lot of online sales too, but even their store over store ugh, same store sales were massive, absolutely massive. So I mean, I don't want to play. It's hard to know what they're gonna want. Walmart actually coming back down to a pivot point. Speaking of which, looks pretty interesting right there. Actually, doesn't look like that. Looks like a probably one of the better buys I've seen here right now. Look at that, right at that pivot point. That's pretty good. I'm not mad at that at all. Pretty neat. I kind of like it. Where's my list of stuff? We made a list of stuff last week. Let's see what's going on there. We mentioned new skin with a flat base. Let's see if that was destroyed. Not really. New skin still looks pretty good. Looks like a breakout and a pullback. Volume sucked on the breakout. New skin still good to watch at least. Five below. Okay, so they broke out. Looks like they're continuing. So five still looks pretty good right here on a small consolidation. SIVB. Long-term turnaround play maybe. Come on, weekly. There you go. Yeah, so long-term turnaround play for SIVB here. Eh. Constellation Brands as a long-term turnaround play looking to get started. They've been really tight. Ooh, that looks yummy. That looks yummy. That could be nice for a pointed position. Market taking a shit. Look at Constellation Brands. Just like, screw your sell off. EVR, cup and handle. What do we got? Still in the handle. So not bad there. EVR looking good. LPLA. Advisors to the advisors to the advisors. Looks like they undercut their hand a little bit. Not a tremendous amount of damage. We'll see what happens. Procter and Gamble. Okay, they're already up. If you're interested in that. And Booking.yeah. Cup and handle as well. Looks like they popped and dropped as well. Come back to the 50-day moving average. So that could prove to be support down here. Buy stocks of people who are trading stocks. Ellie, that's brilliant. All right, NASDAQ up another 0.25%. All right, Tesla's green. And NIO's up 2%. Not bad. NIO not bad still. Why? Ooh, range bound play. I kind of like it. It's already bouncing a little bit, isn't it? It's good. It's not great, but it's good. I'm not sure what the numbers are on like this guy. Constellation Brand has weird numbers too. I really like that Constellation Brands chart though. Whoops. This chart is really intriguing to me. Cup with basically a high handle. Market took a shit. This doesn't care. It's got earnings coming out soon. Long-term turnaround play for over 2 years, or actually, yeah, about 2.5 year long-term turnaround for Constellation Brands. Volume getting much tighter here after COVID too. Very small and tight after COVID. 2.2 for the Nasdaq. Yeah, so this one looking intriguing. I've been watching this one for a while. You can see my lines here. I have been watching this one for a while, and it just hasn't done anything. So I think this is. I'm not sure if it's a better opportunity. Well, that's what I'm saying, Ellie. Like I don't want. I'm not ready to go balls in here. I mean, I'm still a tremendous amount cash. I don't know what that percentage is, but it's a lot. Like a lot. I think the only long I have here is Tesla, and then I shorted that one MJ option. So, but that's about it. I mean, I like this constellation is pretty cool. Yeah, Beyond's pretty choppy, but it is moving in the right direction. I agree with you on that one. We talked about that one before you popped your head in. Yeah, is it still up there? Yep, there it is. Yeah, I got in early on this one here and got shaken out, and I don't even. I may have been break even. That was like a couple weeks ago. It looks like that was a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago. Yeah, super choppy. I mean, still a lot of selling pressure. I'm probably not going to touch it again. If I don't vibe with the stock, then I'm not. I'm usually not that interested in keeping up with it. There's the YY. Yep, Micron, Nvidia 9, BLFS. We were looking at that one for a minute. How's that one doing? That one's already gone. Long-term turnaround play for BLFS right there, and just gone this morning. Soxol, Beyond Meat, GBTC. Tesla's in a weird spot. Super weird spot. Like it's so hard. Look, they just kind of like V'd up, then dropped, and they're gonna V back up again. Seems very aggressive. Seems very aggressive. I don't mind buying Tesla in the pullback here, but I don't know about shorter term trading with it. I don't know. Could come right back, but I mean, Tesla's literally probably once in a lifetime stock. We'll see if it's we'll see if it bucks a lot of rules here. General Motors deal with Nikola could double its stock price. Well, it hasn't been doing so far that hasn't been doing that so far, Barons. It's pretty much been stuck to the bottom of this thing for the past 4 days. Still super overvalued. I mean, yeah, I don't know what that good deal. I still like the deal. I still like the deal, but that's why I said I'm not sure about buying the stock, and it's just too much time horizon. Over 2 years until they start producing cars. What is this thing supposed to be straight up for 2 fucking years, based on the deal? No. Peloton 3.4% to the downside. That's bucking market trend. That's interesting. Snap down 4%. All right, MJ killing it. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I'm selling these frickin' MJ calls, get some of that money back. Not much, but some is better than none. ZTS Starbucks, which has been doing excellent. Looks a lot like um, STZ Constellation Brands in terms of that tight action on last week. Didn't really care at all. Yeah, Starbucks can go on my list here too. Starbucks really good here too. I fucked up my entry over here by not entering. But not bad on this little consolidation. Amazon 1.3. What else we got? Silver. Silver looked like it was going to sell off for a minute there. Looks like it's stabilized pretty nicely right here. Actually, this is sideways as all hell. Look at that. 4 days. Bam, 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 bam. And then maybe we'll start to be curling up here on silver pretty soon. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It could go up with the stocks. We'll see if it's going to. That's going to be an interesting one right there. That's one definitely to watch, though. Amazon Roku was choppy. Yeah, still choppy, but above our breakout point from a while ago. So not too bad. NIO, looked at that one. Trade Desk, DocU. Visa, are you everywhere I want to be? You got a pullback buy on Visa. Yeah, maybe these are just pullback guys or pullback buys. Maybe that's what this is all about. I don't know. We haven't had too many pullbacks in this whole market uptrend. So we've had a couple of small pauses here, like a day over here and a couple of days over here. But for the most part, it just feels like it's been 80% up days until recently. It's been 80% down days. But we're not dropping very far. I'm sure the Fed's obviously got something to do with that. BLFS, NVIDIA, ZYXI. I heard a theory, and I don't know if it's true or not. I heard a theory why they did not admit Tesla to the S&P 500. Again, I don't know how relevant this is. Hey, what's up, Cool Sheet? They didn't add it to the S&P 500 because institutions can't get enough shares. I don't know if that goes into the decision making, but we should look into that. I heard it on a non-financial show, but I'm like, okay, maybe. Will the S&P not list a company if institutions can't get enough shares? Like, I don't even know how to search this other than just asking the question. Basically, yeah. No, it wasn't Ellen. It was a YouTube channel. They do a lot of Tesla news. Um, they've been pretty accurate in a lot of things that they've been saying. Um, even regarding the stock split. Actually, even said a few things I didn't know about. So I'm just kind of wondering if this is a thing or not. Bloomberg Quint? What the hell is that? Oh, what is this? Hold on a second. The possible addition of the car maker is a big event for managers of index mutual funds and exchange traded funds. They're already hashing out strategies for one of the biggest potential trading challenges they've faced in years. Tesla would be the largest company in dollar terms to ever added to the index, which managers of 11 trillion of investments either track religiously or use as a benchmark. And the current price of Tesla and other stocks, managers of passive funds will have to sell about 35 to 40 billion of shares in the rest of the index's companies to make a hole big enough to fit Tesla. Holy crap. Never even thought about that. That is massive. So, okay, this actually has some validity, I think, which may equate why we just sold off. The guy to sell 35 to 40 billion of shares. According to Jerry O'Reilly, principal and portfolio manager at indexing giant Vanguard Group, assuming it's going to be added, it'll be an all hands on deck type of trading. He said there's no template to follow for Vanguard's 24 US traders. 24 US traders, that's it? Plus a team of analysts who work on keeping transaction costs down when it comes to efficiently handling a stock as big and volatile as Tesla, nor is it easy to predict the ripple effects in the market overall. The shift in the index composition could be announced anytime. The addition theoretically could happen along with the departure of E-Trade or Tiffany, which are being acquired or as part of a routine quarterly rebalancing in September. Index funds may get as few as a couple days notice of the switch, so they need to decide if they should start buying before the addition, the day the stock is to be added, or afterward. Picking which approach isn't as simple as it sounds. While Tesla stock may be bid up by traders trying to take advantage of the demand from indexers, other investors may treat it as what O'Reilly calls super liquidity event. That is, longtime Tesla shareholders who are looking to trim positions may try to get out when they know the index funds have to buy. The two kinds of investors could cancel each other out. There are sorts of cross currents, O'Reilly says. He's confident Vanguard will be able to handle the switch without a major tracking error, that is, dislocation between the performance of the index and the funds that allow it. Huh. S&P is weighted by market capitalization. Okay. With the most highly valued companies taking the largest share of the index. If that were the only standard, Tesla would have qualified a while ago. The threshold to be added is 8 billion. They join a pool of other eligible candidates and are considered for inclusion when the opportunity presents itself. When the opportunity presents itself, at which point the index committee indicates several factors such as sector balance and size representation. So they're already backpedaling a little bit right there. I don't know what size representation means. For their sector? Sector balance and size representation. That's weird. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway was the last very large company with a market value of 127 billion. Tesla's huge compared to that. While indexers strategize about how to handle the shakeup in the passive investment world, traders with a more active approach will be trying to figure out to profit from price swings created by the potential announcement. Which would basically be buy Tesla, sell everything else, and you'd start to see that in the market, says Steve Sosnick, chief strategist at Interactive Brokers. Huh. A paper found that stock pops linked to the announcement of index inclusions have gone away, and the lasting effect on price in recent years has been downward since Tesla reported its earnings. Its shares have fallen 6.6%. Firms included in index perform extremely well in the year before they are included in the index. And Professor, our results would also imply that getting into the index would not lead to another boost in Tesla stock price. You know what? I've seen that before. I think I've seen that survey before. So, okay, well, wow, you can see straight from Vanguard, some dude from Vanguard. It's going to be an all hands on deck type of trading. So, maybe they're being supported now. At least Tesla, maybe the stock price is being supported now due to the fact that the stock is dropped and they're able to buy shares of Tesla. Maybe they're pre-running it. You could imagine the S&P 500, which is a pretty small business actually. It's not like a trillion, it's not the Apple of whatever, but maybe they reached out to the S&P and said, "Hey, we can't get enough of these shares. Do you guys mind holding this back?" I mean, you could imagine those financial institutions do have some kind of a relationship. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you add a Tesla? And they're not saying why or why they haven't. So I guess it's all up for speculation. Good morning, Ethan. How are you, buddy? What were we going to? Oh, you're going to email your teacher this morning, remember? Oh, are you going to do your practices? You want to do practices? What do you want to practice? Do you want to do it in here? What? That's okay. Hold on, guys. All right. Ethan wants to go on a bike ride, guys. I think I'm gonna have to go on a bike ride. Um, all right. ZYXI, Nvidia, BLFS taking leadership right now. So 2.25 for the Nasdaq. Yeah, you know what? Maybe yeah, maybe some of these, maybe I really like the Constellation Brands chart. Very super nice and tight. Good volume on the way up here. In the base here, pretty lower volume on those red days. I do like this one. Not sure what else. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to buy in here though. LD's got YY. MYOK looks like it may be trying to curl up and cross its base. And it gets top right there. LVGO, D-Dog. Yeah, I'm gonna go here a little bit, guys. Ethan wants to go around the block, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go on a bike ride. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind taking some entry positions, testing the market out. Um, for some reason, today just feels a little bit better. Starbucks. I think Starbucks on this pullback could be an interesting opportunity. Yeah, I've got Starbucks. I've got Walmart written down. Walmart with a big pullback buy here. Pullback in lower volume. That's not bad at all. Target trying to bounce, back into its upper kind of high level base up here. So yeah, Starbucks also. Yeah, Starbucks, Walmart, Constellation Brands, LPLA. Why do I have LPLA written down? Oh, this was before. Yeah, this wasn't for today. This could be today. They'll bounce off the 200-day moving average. We'll have to see. New Skin broke out, but was in a pullback. So far, pretty low volume pullback. We'll see how it goes, but maybe not so great. Amazon. I mentioned Amazon bouncing off the 50-day. Same with Apple. So some of these bouncing off the 50-day. Like I said, you could try to take a position in. How's AMD doing? AMD on the 50-day. So you could argue and try to take some positions here off the 50 days. So the first bounce since our breakout, first test of the 50-day is buyable. So yeah, I mean, if you want to buy an AMD down on the 50-day, here's an opportunity. Little pullback in the maybe for the next move up. I'm not super bullish on it though. It doesn't look like it's going to be racing upwards. So any questions, guys? On that, I'm going to bounce and go on a bike ride with my son. What you got, Ellie? Good to go. I think I think some pointed trades here wouldn't be too bad. I'm not jumping all in though. The air stinks. Man, you guys, yeah, because I looked at a thing on the satellite. That fire's pushing right towards you guys, huh? That's why you guys have had crazy weather lately. You need to get the Tesla with that crazy HEPA filter. You should sell that for the house. That'd be awesome. That would sell like hotcakes in California, I bet. Tesla 3.5%. There we go, bouncing off that trend line too. Very nice, very nice. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.